Hey, what's up, guys? I'm Luke. So, I went to my girlfriend's church the other day. It's a little bit more uptight than my church. My church is like, well, Jesus! Don't shake your butt, Jesus! Whereas her church is like, we shall stand here emotionlessly and sing. And caverns. No, it's not really like that, but it's more uptight than my church is. Sorry, guys. But yeah, they're Presbyterian and I'm, I don't know. I believe this. Why do we need a word for it? Freaking Christian. Guess the word would be Bibleitarian. I am a Bibleitarian. I think Christian non-denominational is the right word, whatever. Anyways, back to what I was saying. So because they are different and stuff, the way they do communion is also very different. And this has led to several uncomfortable experiences. Now, in my church, it used to be they pass around the grape juice and the bread and you take, nom, 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 done. But then they changed it so they just got like a table at the front with the stuff and you just go up, grab it off the table, do your little... But her church is weird. You guys are freaking weird. So the first time I went there, they got the stuffs up front, and then they're like, yeah, communion time. Do this in remembrance of me, fools. I'm amusing myself. Now, in my church, there's just a beautiful, glorious, bum rush everybody chaos to the front. But no, at her church, there must be an orderly line with the people in the front file out, then go to the separate people in the front, and then do the thing and get through so that they can get... So by this point, you can tell I'm already pretty confused, like, huh, we don't just go... What? Now, this line thing may be structured and confusing, but it is efficient. We got all these old grandmas and grandpas just power walking to get their stuff. Her church has a lot of old people. No offense to any of you wonderful old people who watch my videos. So I'm there back with Megan just like, okay, when do I stand up? When am I go to, okay, I think I got this. Pretty much had the standing up and walking thing under control. I get up there finally, it's my turn to get the stuff, reach in, grab a piece, pull it out, and then something that I was not expecting at all happened. The lady who's holding the tray barks at me, the body of Christ! Now I understand how this could be a good idea in theory, you know, the body of Christ broken for you, but it doesn't really work very well because the lines move just so incredibly quickly that she only ends up with just a fraction of a second to actually say it to each person. And since there's this continuous line of people going past, I mean, I feel bad for her because she's got to be there just being like, the body of Christ, the body of Christ, the body of Christ. So instead of just a nice little thing, it ended up standing more like, the body of Christ. Now, I was not expecting this at all. I was focusing on being in the line. I got like really startled and I like probably jumped back a foot. So that was awkward, but at least I got that. So then I just got to go get the little cup of grape juice, and I'm a little bit more prepared this time when I got that, but it was still a little bit startling. So anyways, then I've got the stuff, and at my church, after you go up and get it, you know, you just go like stand off to the side and might like pray or whatever. But at her church, it's a bit more rush. It's kind of like, body crowd, blood for you, done. But I didn't know that, so I'm sort of just like holding this, trying to, you know, maybe step off to this, but that's not, and so I don't even remember, but it was awkward. So that was the first time I went to her church. The second time I see that there's, you know, communion out and we're gonna do that, I'm like, okay, got this, Luke, you've done this before, you got this. Just because, you know, last time was so stressful. So that's what I was expecting, but since we went to the later service, which it seems like only old people go to, they decided to do communion differently. So yeah, they start, you know, bringing the stuff around. I got my bread, got my juice, much less of a hassle this time, and I eat the bread. But then Megan's friend Heather, Megan is my girlfriend if you don't know that, but Heather's like, what? You're not supposed to eat it yet. What are you talking about? Look, it says right here in the bulletin, you're not supposed to eat it yet. Oh. So now I'm sitting there without the bread because I just ate it. So now it's going to be awkward because when they actually tell us to eat it, I can't eat it. So what am I going to do? Am I just going to not do anything? No, you can't do that. Duh, no. So I'm contemplating all this. And then the pastor says, let's partake of the bread or whatever. So everybody else, you know, and I'm just sitting there like, but then I decide that I should pretend like I didn't eat it yet, so that I can just, so I just, you know, just nothing in my hand, just go, like, just be, yeah. And now by this time I've gotten the grape juice and I'm holding it, and I think, okay, don't drink this until he says to drink it. Do not, okay, I'm just gonna move this cup, you know, a little bit farther in, like to in here on my hand, because you can hold the cup better there and not have your fingers be like, and feel like you're gonna spill it everywhere, you know what I'm saying? So I go to, just move it in a little bit, freaking drop the cup, and then catch it again in midair. So half the stuff in the cup spills out all over my lap, and the rest is like dripping down my hand, and there's only a teeny bit left actually like in the cup. So then I'm just like, oh, but it's at the part where you have to be like quiet, and it would be really, really awkward if you were the only person going, oh, blah, 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 because everybody else is just being quiet and listening to the pastor. It's like dead silent, but I just like, whoa! So that was bad enough, and then Heather looks over and realizes what just happened, so she goes and starts laughing at me, but she can't be loud. So then I'm feeling stupid, and I start laughing at myself, and so then we're just both back here silently dying. So then Megan's sitting here, has no idea what's going on, except that both of us are just freaking laughing our heads off, and Megan's just sitting there like, oh my gosh, guys, shut up, but she can't say that because you have to be quiet. So it took a while to cool down from that. All right, good, communion done. Nothing else could have gone wrong, right? Nope. So then it's time for the offering. No big deal, exactly like my church. Pass a plate around, put in a little bit if you want, or not, whatever. So I'm on basically the end of the row, and the usher comes to me to give me the plate, just like normal, like they always do. But me, my stupid idiot, uncoordinated self, I reach for the plate, miss the plate, hit the plate with my thumb, and practically knock the entire thing out of his hands. Well done, Luke! So afterwards, obviously, we joked about that, cause... But then this Sunday, or probably based on the time this is gonna go up, like last Sunday, went with her again, this time to the early service, so we got the whole, the body of Christ! Anyways, I figure I've screwed up communion twice, there's no way I can possibly screw it up again, so I not even that worried this time. So I hop in the crazy power walking line, get my stuff, don't jump at the body of Christ! Because I was expecting it, get the juice, done, and I'm like, whew! At least I did not mess anything up. I did this perfectly, didn't ruin it, didn't do anything awkward, didn't spill on anyone, got it in my mouth, yeah. And then Megan goes to put her cup in the little cup thingies where you throw away the cups when you're finished with them, you know what I'm talking about? She goes to put it in there, misses with her hand, and knocks the basket forward, and it's on this tiny little pedestal thing like this, that's about this big, so half the basket full of tons of tiny little plastic cups goes like off the edge, and she was able to stop it and put it back in place, but it was, we shouldn't be allowed at church, we just mess everything up. Anyway guys, hope you liked the video. Still haven't come up with a good way to end this thing, because I totally didn't just finish filming the last video 20 seconds before I started filming this one. Got an idea? Then let me know. Post it in the comments down below. That rhymed. And I sound like I'm drunk. Why do I'm not drunk at all, guys? Okay, now I'm just sounding like Jeffrey. Okay. See you in a week.